time, my friends. Welcome to day 3. Today, we are going to focus on getting some leads, and make sure you stick around to the end because I have some really exciting stuff to share with you guys. Oh my goodness, y'all, it is gloomy and dark and rainy here in Austin. I'm kind of bummed about that, but we are going to have a fantastic time. Without further ado, I am just going to go ahead and open my slides and jump into it because we have a lot of goodness to cover today. Okay, so welcome to, whoops, I'm not in, no I am. Give me one segundo. And I see the chat already coming in. P.S. guys, we're going to do some more chat magic today, just like we have the last couple of days. But I do want to mention that we have a giveaway winner to announce from yesterday. So that's awesome. Okay, slides giving me problems. Bear with me one second, y'all. I have some extra stuff open today because I'm going to be showing you some things. We're going to be demoing. I'm going to show you some secrets to life and making your life a lot easier. So I'm super excited about that. I'm just going to pull up this chat. Love the gloom, somebody says. Love it. Okay. Also, tell me if my B is the right way today. I know yesterday it was backwards, but I think we turned it. So hooray. Okay. Here we go on the slides. Okay, so first of all, today, just what we're going to cover is the number one type of page that you need to know how to spin up quickly as a business owner and when to use it. I'm going to show you an example. We're also going to cover how to make freebies that people actually want and sign up for. We also have a little template for you, PS, as a gift today. And then we're also going to cover how you can come up with a recurring content strategy that you can actually stick with and how to make it work for your SEO. I know a lot of you guys are like, I'm so over all the social media platforms changing, posting for this platform and that platform and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to show you how to make your life so much easier. So this is going to be one to watch. Okay. So the first thing though that we're going to do today is another giveaway. Okay, so P.S. yesterday's giveaway was won by Miss Lauren Brown. So Lauren Brown, please contact us. You are the winner of yesterday's prize, which was a selfie light. It's the UV size selfie light. It's my very favorite light on the planet. It's a ring light. I don't know why I said selfie light. It's a ring light. It's a really amazing live video ring light. So you have won. Today's prize is a $50 Creative Market gift card. So for those of you design nerds, I know we have a lot of you guys joining us today, or if you're a business owner and you're looking for resources like stock images, fonts, stuff like that, Creative Market is the place to be for that stuff. And that is today's giveaway. So to enter, type in #breakthrough and then tell us what your breakthrough actually was in the comments. So you've had so many amazing breakthroughs over the last couple days. And that's it today. We're not going to do anything crazy. I think yesterday we confused people with our scavenger hunt thing. So we're just going to do #breakthrough to enter the giveaway. If you have a question, type #question in the chat. Today is the day to ask it, and I will answer any questions. Whether it's about today or one of the previous days, please let me know. I'm here for you. Okay, and then also remember to listen for the magic word. Today, what we have as our magic word gift is our template. Actually, we have a template that is our welcome email template. So if somebody were to sign up for your email list, sign up for your freebie, we want to make sure that they are getting an email that makes them introduced to your world well. Okay, so that is actually your freebie today. So I will let you know when the magic word is. It has not happened yet, so stick around. Okay, today's worksheet is actually another just kind of freebie gift for you. It is our Automate Your Business Tool cheat sheet. This is already available to you in your Teachable portal. You can go ahead and download this. This is a guide to tools like Zapier, depending on how you want to say it. It actually makes it so that you can do things like if somebody buys from you, they automatically get an email from your email list provider, and it just makes things like that a lot easier. So you can go ahead and download the Automate Your Business Tool cheat sheet for free today inside of our Teachable portal. That's our gift to you. Okay, now let's talk about how some things have changed in 2021. Now, before we go further, if you were here yesterday, you might remember that, we have this MET framework, okay? When it comes to marketing, selling a product online, we need M, which is your messaging. We need that to be on point. We need their experience to be really, really, really good. So we need to make sure that when they get to your website, we don't have a lot of friction, don't have a lot of stuff going on that's confusing for them. And then we have T, which is what we're going over today, and T is for traffic, okay? Now, the old way of getting traffic to your site, and this worked pretty well before 2021, when algorithms and the internet things kind of turned on their heads a little bit. The old way was to post images every day to Instagram, maybe, Facebook pages. You would use Facebook pages. And then you would invite people to download like a PDF or maybe songs or maybe something like that on your website. And then you might also run some Facebook or Instagram ads, also having people opt in to a PDF or something like that on your website. Can you guys hear and see me okay? I'm not seeing a lot of comments come in, so I just want to make sure that we are rocking and rolling here today. Let me know. Okay, so this is the old way, okay? And this worked pretty well, and it can still work on a trickle, but it is not the waterfall of the way that I'm going to teach you today, okay? Awesome. Okay, so the new way is awesome. I'm so glad you guys can see and hear me. Okay, the new way is to make video content, okay? And I know that some of you guys are like, oh my gosh, I am not a video content creator. I'm not good on video, etc., etc. But honestly, guys, it is going to be worth it to you to really brush up on your video skills, because every single platform right now is prioritizing video. Every single one. If you think about Instagram, they just made that big announcement that was like, hey, now posting photos is okay, but like we're gonna prioritize video in the algorithm. So you do not get prioritized if you're posting photo content. If you're a podcaster, it really helps you to drive traffic from YouTube. And just like TikTok is huge right now, right? A year ago, it was kind of like, oh, is that like for younger people? And now everyone's on TikTok, right? So it really would make sense for you to focus on video content, but I am going to talk about some ways that you can make that a lot easier for yourself today. The next part of the new way is to repurpose video content. So taking that video content and turning it into, multiple kinds of posts. Okay, we'll talk about that again a little bit later. The next new way of getting traffic is things like opt-in quizzes, classes, or applications. So something that feels really custom and tailored to the experience of your user. And then next and last but not least, you can still run Facebook ads, but you really want to make sure that you are running those to people who have video viewed only, which means that you have some sort of video content like a reel that you posted, a post that you posted, and then you can retarget people who've watched that video. Some of you guys are actually here today because you watched one of our videos. So you saw my reel on Instagram, and then we retargeted you smartly. Now, the first three things that I'm going to talk about in the new way of getting traffic are totally free. You do not need to run ads. You don't need a huge ads budget. The Facebook ads part is totally optional and honestly decreasingly appealing because I don't know if you guys know this, but Apple had this iOS update. It came out. That's why honestly a lot of you guys are here, because what you guys used to do to market your business isn't working anymore. So we're going to talk about how you can create, how you can bring in traffic another way. Okay. sorry. And I just wanted to mention too that iOS update made it so that Facebook, it's harder to target. Okay. Cool. Okay. Next thing, we're going to talk about the page that you absolutely need to know how to create as a business owner. Okay. Now it's here on the screen, which you do not see. Can you guess what it is? It is landing pages, guys. Now, I know that we talked a little bit about landing pages yesterday during the experience section. We're going to breeze through that now. So what is a landing page? A landing page is a page that has no header and no footer. It is specific to a single purpose, and you're always using the opportunity to get leads to your list. So a landing page is like a page that I'm going to actually show you an example of, my friend Ali Casaza. She does it super, super well. She was on my podcast recently, and she made this custom landing page for people who listen to her interview on my podcast. So, she's using a tool called Lead Pages to make this. You can actually, if you are a Weeknight website member, all you have to do is select the no header, no footer option for your page, and voila, you have a landing page. As you can see, there's no header, there's nothing logos, there's no tabs to any other places. And then it says, hey, I'm so glad you're here. And then it feels like, oh my gosh, get my book. Hey, this is, if you want to hear how Brian and I work together, because she talked exactly about this topic on my podcast, listen here. If you need to get, you want to start a business, not sure what it should be, get it here. And then guys, even the URL for this page is, it was alicasaza.com/holy hustlers. It's so incredibly important to make this custom for your audience. So that's what's amazing about landing pages, is that they actually give you the opportunity to specifically customize the experience of a certain audience. How important is this? We're actually going to talk about why this is even more important with the way that the internet is going. So again, no header, no footer, specific to a single purpose. So Allie's whole purpose on that landing page was to point people to resources that were specific to the episode that she did the interview for, and then always using the opportunity to get new leads. Love seeing the breakthroughs and the questions coming in. Keep them coming, guys. Okay, when to use a landing page. So here's when you should use them. Things like podcast interviews, like I just showed you. Things like guest blogs. If you are ever featured anywhere, if somebody has you on their podcast, if somebody has you on their YouTube video, if somebody has you on a Facebook Live, Instagram Live, YouTube Live, any sort of situation where you are a guest somewhere, press opportunities, media opportunities, make sure that you have a landing page for these people. And it really would help you if you actually make that URL custom. That's why services like Lead Pages are great. That's why if you're a Weeknight website member, you have unlimited pages. You can create a page that has a custom URL super easily on your site. So landing pages are super, super important to be able to point people to the resources of the things that you're talking about in that interview. You can also link them to special sales or pre-sale orders, wait lists, anything that you're like, I want people to land on this page, LOL, landing page, and not be distracted by anything else going on my website. That's why, that's why with the landing page, you don't want them to, see the other links that you have going on, because you want them to stay there so that they do specifically what's on purpose for that page. Other great examples of how to use a landing page is, pre-sale orders and wait lists, quote estimates. If you are like, I know that we have some members at Weeknight website and, just around the internet. You don't have to be a member to benefit from Bootcamp today. If you have like a service-based business, like you're a lawyer or someone that you do custom work, and you want them to just focus on filling out that estimate that is going to turn into you actually pitching them a job, then make sure that you make a landing page for that. And then also a list opt-in. So if you do have some sort of freebie, then make sure that you are getting them on your list through a landing page. Now, let's talk about actually creating opt-ins that people want. The previous way was creating things like PDFs, giving people free downloads, blah, blah, blah. But like, how many of us have a billion of these free downloads? We give away our email list, and now we're like, oh my gosh, I'm so over all the freebies that I don't even have time to use, right? Like, if we want a quick win, we want something that maybe we do feel like, oh my gosh, I love this person, I want to be in their world, that's great, email lists are great, but we don't, freebies just not as appealing as it used to be. So many of us have them, right? So here is how I recommend that you create an opt-in that people actually want, okay? What is your most frequently asked question? Ask yourself that. What is the thing that when you go somewhere or when you tell people, like, let's say you're at a dinner party and you're like, hey, this is what I do. What are people asking you, right? Or what is something that's related to what you do that people would be interested in? And then ask yourself if you can turn that into a quiz. What can you teach the customer about themselves? Okay. So for instance, a good, weeknight website quiz, we actually used to run this pretty early on, was like, hey, what website platform is right for you? And then we would honestly tell them, like, based on your answers, A, B, or C, you should be on our platform, or you should actually be on Shopify over here, right? So we would be really specific on that quiz. The result was custom. That's what was super important, was that the result was custom to them, because honestly, everybody just cares about themselves. And if you can somehow, turn your most frequently asked questions or the thing that people are looking for. I mean, you see this even on like e-commerce sites, guys. Even on e-commerce sites, you see things like, what is your signature style? Find it here. I'm trying to think of something. I know we have a lot of musicians in our community, so I'm trying to think of like a good quiz for a musician. What is your, I don't know, signature song or something? Or, some of you guys are musicians that target other musicians. You do like lessons or something. So like, who would be your ideal musician audience or something? So I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing here with the musician thing, but anything that could teach someone something about themselves and they feel like, wow, that's custom to me. And then at the end of their email, you ask, or at the end, of the quiz, you ask for their email, and then for their result, point them to a custom landing page results. So I'm actually going to go ahead and show you an example from a site that we built, that, my agency built recently. It is selfspoken.com. It's actually on Weeknight website. So if you want a fun Weeknight website example, of something that you can do, she has this take the free quiz to discover your authentic communication style. Now, other quiz platforms, I'm just going to go ahead through this quiz just as I talk. There are other platforms out there, like you can directly do this within Weeknight website without, paying any more if you're already a member. However, if you are not a Weeknight website member, there's quiz platforms like Interact, Riddle. Those are other platforms that you can use to create quizzes. Okay, we're going. Sorry, this is kind of a long quiz. We're going. Boop. Okay, so you see here, I'm entering my email and then I hit submit. And I got relatable expert. And see, this is a landing page. You see how it has no header. You see that? And then really we went all out on these landing pages. So it's like, here's some top resources. Here's things that are going to help you if this is you as an expert, right? And this is, Bren is a communication coach. She pitches her course here at the end. But do you see how that really feels like a custom experience to the person who is going through this quiz at the end? They're like, oh my gosh, this is made for me, and she has things that are directly speaking to me, which is and also it's not another freebie that's like taking up space on your computer. It's something that you can keep going back to if you want. You can bookmark the page, but it's not some like worthless, guide that nobody wants. Okay, so again, those quiz platforms, if you're taking notes, were Interact, Riddle, and then on Weeknet website, we actually have training that we did in last month's monthly highlights on creating quiz funnels. So you'll find that if you just search quiz funnels and monthly highlights, you'll find that. Okay, so here is why this is important. Web is headed this way. I'm about to blow your minds and talk about the future for a second. So in something that's called Web 3.0, which is what's coming, everybody, this is going to be really categoristic of what's being called the future of web. So really the way that everything's going currently, everything is on these like centralized servers, right? A lot of us are taking actions on these social media platforms, and we're giving them all of our data. We're telling them what we want, etc. And we're getting the same experiences that might be like targeted to other people, and maybe they work for us, maybe not, but it's kind of like they're putting us in these boxes and they're like, do you want this? We think that you want this. Well, the future of web is something called, they're decentralizing data. So basically everything's going to be in the cloud, and we're going to have more platforms that don't really take your data from you. Like you actually will have the ability to tell the platforms like you can or can't use my data. You can see this already happening. That's actually why the iOS update was so devastating for so many businesses, because Facebook couldn't use a lot of people's data anymore, right? And so instead of big platforms like Facebook using the data, instead your data is going to be unique to you, and then basically through like AI and robots, they're gonna kind of have an idea of what you might be interested in. It's kind of like crazy town, but basically we don't want to be platform dependent is what I'm trying to get across, okay? Without getting to like in the cloud, right? So look up Web 3.0, but everything's going to be about customized experiences. People are they're going to be used to things feeling tailored for them, or tailored for you, because you are somebody who's going to benefit from this experience. And so, and we're not going to be, again, so dependent on, Facebook, Instagram, these social media platform giants, right? Now, that being said, there still is a king of the internet, a king and his queen, and that is the most popular website search engine out there, which is still Google. And it's probably still going to be the most popular search engine out there for a really, really long time. So even with this decentralized internet talk, people are still going to search for things on Google and on his queen, YouTube. Now, the thing about YouTube is a search engine too. It's just a video search engine. And both of them require that you are search optimized for traffic. Okay, so both Google and YouTube require like searching your videos, searching your descriptions, all of that, so searching your website for keywords that would make it actually, like your website and your videos actually appear on Google, right? And so that's why we're going to talk about SEO next, and I'm going to teach you a couple of little tricks that you can do to have content that, ranks in SEO, but also make it a lot easier on yourself without like adding so much to your plate. Because I know a lot of us are business owners or service providers. We don't have a ton of extra time, right? I'm going to take a sip. Okay, so how we do this. First of all, we have to do some keyword research, which I'm not going to talk too much about today, but really just think about like, what are the keywords? What is somebody putting in? What are somebody searching when you should come up? If you make pumpkin cream cheese cupcakes or something and they're keto, then you better make sure that your content has keto pumpkin cupcakes in it, right? The cream cheese might not be as relevant because they don't care about the ingredient. What the goal is the keto cupcakes. So make sure that you are doing things like thinking like the person who's searching for you. That's step one. And then next is making sure that your descriptions, your blogs, and your scripts include these keywords, okay? So if you don't have time to like write a whole bunch of content, to write your video descriptions, to write your, website blogs so that Google will find you. I'm going to actually back up for 1 second. I don't want to step over myself too much, but I want to explain something here. I promised to talk to you about recurring content strategies that you can actually stick to. So I'm going to talk about that now before I get into how to like do them a lot easier. Okay. So the thing that will help you most, like I said, with the new way of driving traffic to your website is to focus on video content. Okay. Now, video content feels like, oh my gosh, I have to create a video and then I have to create this, then I have to create that. You create one video, you chop up that video into little mini videos for every platform. So, like I said before, every single platform is creating video content, but I would recommend, or is prioritizing video content, but I would recommend to you that you actually focus on creating videos long form and then chopping up those videos short form for the different platforms. So do what I'm doing now. Go live or create, focus on a YouTube channel, focus on SEO strategy. And that is going to help you so much to be able to create mini content. And the mini content is the stuff that you can, throw on Instagram, that you could throw on Facebook, throw on LinkedIn, throw on Pinterest. All of those platforms will take your videos, okay? Now you might be like, oh my gosh, Kristen, I don't have time to write a video. I don't have time to edit a video. So today we're gonna talk about 2 tools that will help you write and edit, and I'm gonna show you one of these tools will actually transcribe your video for you, and you can host that transcription on your website, which will tell Google to crawl that content, and your website will rank for those things as well. Is your mind blown yet? This is like really amazing stuff, and honestly, I can't believe I'm telling you all this for free, but this is the secret to success in 2021. Secret to driving traffic to your website is to focus on video content. Now, here is a little tool that I have been using to write things lately, okay? Now, keep in mind, none of these tools are free. So I am about to teach you something on these tools, but honestly, they're not cheap, they're not free, but they will save you enough time that if your time is worth anything, which I know mine definitely is, it's worth it to me, okay? So this is Jarvis, okay? Jarvis is my little robot friend that I can use to create videos and blog posts and all that stuff. And so I can actually tell this little robot here to create for me, let's see, I can tell him that I want to make a video. So I can actually search here and look at this, video script outline, video topic ideas, video description, right? Okay, so let's say I want to create a video script. We're going to do weeknight website versus Squarespace as my video topic, okay? And then my tone of voice, I can actually, if you have any notable pieces of content that you've published before 2019, so if you had a blog or, a Medium article, something like that, that you published before 2019, then you can actually type yourself, or you can just be like witty, right? And then I'm gonna hit generate AI content. And what's crazy about this robot is that it actually passes all plagiarism tests. So it's like, hey, Weeknight Website is a great website builder if you want to build a site without any coding knowledge or design skills. It's easy to use and has templates for nearly every type of site. So, like, how cool is this? I literally have an entire video script outlined. Now, I can actually take this And I can create longer form content if I want. So I can actually create a doc. So we'll do a new one. I'm going to start from scratch, Jarvis. Okay, so I'm going to do weeknight website versus Squarespace is my title. Helping you make a decision about website platforms. This is my tone of voice. And then here's where that keyword thing comes in, okay? Keywords. Best website platform 2021. Okay. Now I am actually going to go ahead and just paste in my outline, and then how cool is this? You can actually just hit Command J and the bot will start writing for you. Isn't that insane? And this is like not shady or anything. Obviously, you can totally put your own spin on what Jarvis is saying. You can correct him. Sometimes I have to correct him. Like yesterday, he was like, oh, well, Squarespace is more customizable than Weeknight website. I was like, actually, Jarvis is definitely not. But he's a robot. He gets confused sometimes. So you can actually use tools like that to outline your video scripts, save a ton of time like that. And when it comes to actually, editing your videos, all of that stuff, I'm going to show you my next tool that I freaking am obsessed with. Honestly, let me tell you a fun fact. I was a film major in college. I went to Emerson College, which is a great film school. And so I have a film degree, but I still to this day am like, I look at TikTok and all these people doing reels and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I'm overwhelmed by the idea of like video editing because I know how long it takes to make a good video, right? But I've been using this little tool. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and it's called Descript, Descript. Now, the amazing thing about Descript is all I did was I plopped in my video file, which was my interview with my friend Janessa Waite, who's an awesome business owner, and it automatically transcribed this video for me. And you know what else Descript can do? I can highlight and delete entire parts of the video based on the transcript. So I don't have to scrub through and like edit everything super strenuously. I can literally go through, highlight stuff, delete. Okay? It's so amazing. And so if I want to chop this up into smaller videos, I can actually just go new sequence. I'm sorry, I didn't do that right. Add new composition is what it's called. And I can just copy paste the part that I want in there. And then I can actually export what I want. I can make things like audiograms, all that good stuff. Give me 1 second. I want to see. Okay, if I can show you the export. So I can actually just go ahead and export, and you see all the things that it's telling me I can do. Subtitles, audio. It can make those audiogram things, right? And so look at this. I love what you're saying about saying just yes to the invitation, etc. Right? And so it makes creating content so much easier. I do not want to sit here and edit a gajillion videos. I don't have time for that. Do you? I'm assuming that you don't because you're here. So I hope that made the content creation process so much simpler for you guys, or just feel a lot simpler for you guys, because obviously, this is a tall order. Doing all of this stuff is a tall order to ask of business owners. I mean, videos they don't come easy all the time, right? Some people, if you want to follow some video creators that I love Sunny Lenarduzzi. I just find her stuff super helpful, and we own her YouTube for Bosses course, great course. Another person I've been following lately that talks a lot about repurposing content is named Trina Little. I really find her content super helpful. So if you're looking for people to follow on the video side, then follow those people. Now, I want to actually get into our password though. Okay, so let's take a quick break from all this teaching. Let's do password time. And if you remember, the password actually grants you access to our template that is a welcome email for anyone that will join your quiz, right? And so if you have somebody who opts in and joins your quiz, you create that quiz funnel that we talked about before, then they are going to, obviously you have to have an email that goes back to them. So to make it easy for you, we have this resource called the Content Kit that has all these text templates for the things that you kind of have to have set up on your website to have them going properly, like your about page, services page, stuff like that. So this is a welcome email template. So you get that if you text the magic word, which is welcome, you email the magic word to weeknetwebsite@gmail.com. So email the word welcome to weeknetwebsite@gmail.com, and you will automatically get the template that you can just copy, paste, and just move some words around, change a couple words, and it is yours to tweak and use for your audience. So I hope that you love that today. That is our gift to you. Okay, that's the password. Welcome. Okay, now I'm going to get into some really exciting stuff because, I know that we've talked to you for the last few days about how to actually sell on your website, right? We've talked to you about how to get your messaging right so that you're actually targeting the right generation in 2021 and what's working for each generation. We talked about, again, the experience of your website, how you need to reduce friction on your site. And today we talked about the traffic strategies that are actually working in 2021. And guys, I did not hold back from you. I wish that I could, have more time to write on Jarvis and show you how that works more. But honestly, guys, the beef was in there. Okay, so I hope you had a juicy knowledge burger. Now let's talk about you real quick. I want to ask, why are you here? Is it because what you're doing currently isn't working for you anymore? Because I know that the game has really changed in 2021, and it's very likely that what you're doing now isn't connecting to your audience. There are days that you go that you do not have sales, and that's a problem, right? And so if you're like, oh my gosh, what I'm doing is not working right now, but I know that I'm so close, then I recommend that you learn more from us. So why learn from us? So when I say us, I'm talking about myself and Brittany Thompson. Myself and Brittany, we have a special course for you, and we have a special offer on that course just for boot campers. So keep your butt in your seat and listen up. And we are doing a giveaway at the end, so stick around for that. Okay, so why learn from Brittany and I? Well, myself, I have helped hundreds of website and product launches. Okay, Brittany has helped multiple entrepreneurs over the last 12 years, and I have a decade of experience helping entrepreneurs launch things online and offline myself, right? And so why learn from us is that we have experience selling online for multiple different industries. We're not just selling one avenue of product or digital product or whatever. We have actually sold it all, and we've tested it all, and we've seen it all, okay? So if you are dealing with days without sales, then I want to blow your mind a little bit. I currently, at this point in time, this is a screenshot from one of our checkout experiences. We have multiple checkout experiences. This is just one of them from October, and we literally did not go one day without sales. If you have a website that has not gotten any sales, you need to be here, okay? You need to like keep listening. And also, if you're a designer and you have years of experience, because like even as a web designer with years of experience myself, I didn't learn to sell in any of my visual design classes or by copying what others were doing. I just didn't. I actually had to go out and learn. Like I had to take a marketing course over here and then do this mastermind over here. And I have literally spent so much money, nothing short of at least $40,000 learning how to sell from different teachers, buying different products, different courses. I did not learn this in visual design classes. Your Adobe Suite classes don't teach you this stuff, right? It actually took years of training, like I had said, worth thousands of dollars, and helping clients with hundreds of product launches to learn to sell. But I want to give you a shortcut today, okay? And that is what I want to tell you about. This is the exciting thing that we have been working on for you, Brittany and I, okay? Because selling is kind of like IKEA furniture. You can have all of the pieces and still not know how to put them together, okay? I just want to ask you a little question. Like, what if you could confidently sell your products and services through your website and actually wake up to sales notifications? Guys, the coolest thing happened yesterday. One of the boot campers that attended this literally day 2 of boot camp went from no sales in their store over the last, week or so to 2 sales after he implemented one of the tips that we talked about yesterday in boot camp. Made $60 in like a couple of hours just from listening to us. Okay, this stuff works. What if that were you? What if you were actually waking up to sales notifications instead of like, wah, no sales today? And what if you had a method to adding new offers without starting over every time? Oh my goodness, I have been there, guys, by the way. I have been there where I am like, oh, I want to offer this this thing, but I need to create this and create that and create the structure and like, how does that experience even work and all that stuff. Everything that we're talking about, it requires time, it requires effort, and it requires work. So what if you were able to easily add to your business without starting over every single time? So I want to tell you about this new program that we have called Design to Sell. It is our Design to Sell system, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about all that's in it and something very, very, very special for you because you are here, boot campers, today. So in module 1 in Design to Sell, we are going to go over your selling superpower. So a lot of the mindset stuff that we went over yesterday, stop self-sabotaging yourself and then getting over your fear of asking for reviews and testimonials, actually helping you show up online without shame. In module 2, we're going to help you create a trust-building brand. So understanding your dream clients, what they need to connect with you. We're going to help you find the images, the colors, the words that make your website visitors say, OMG, this was made for me. Which, P.S., we went over some of this, the generational design stuff. We went over what people are actually looking for. This is where we're actually going to give you templates, like the colors, the fonts, stuff that's working, like that you can tangibly use as a cheat sheet, and we will keep it updated so that you have a cheat sheet for what's working now for every generational archetype that you have. And then I'm also going to talk about this, guys, I'm so pumped about this. I'm going to talk about how to tie in your personal brand. I have helped lots of people who have, hundreds of thousands of followers create these other products that are an extension of your personal brand. But sometimes we're kind of working backwards. Sometimes we're like, okay, I have a product, but I know that personal branding is going to be really, really important in my marketing moving forward. So how can I actually make it feel like a cohesive experience between me as a personal brand and the thing that I'm selling? I'm going to help you with that too in module 2, or we, I should say, are going to help you with that in module 2. Okay, next up, we're going to talk about creating products that people want, because how many of us have thrown spaghetti at the wall and been like, here's a product, and then nobody buys it? That sucks when that happens. I definitely know I've been there too. So we're going to talk about how to tap into your audience's desires and figure out what they actually need, how to validate your product idea. This is something so awesome. Brittany's going to teach you how you can actually tell if your product is going to sell. And I will also tell you guys, Brittany takes her clients from, like, she has measurable data results where they are going from $1,000 a month to $3,000 a month to $12,000 a month with their e-commerce stores. So you do not want to miss her method for validating your product ideas. Next up, we are going to go over how to create and sell your minimum viable products. So getting you over this like perfectionism, how to know when your product's actually ready to sell, and create it, like test your idea on your site. And then you guys already know this because you've been here, but we're also going to talk about the MET method, the MET method to selling anything, which you guys do know about. Okay, running sales. Next up, we're going to talk about how to price your products and your sales, because there is an art to that, because you actually want to be able to price your products with the ability to run sales. You want to be able to do things, but we don't just pull numbers out of our butts here, right? Like we have to figure out exactly what something is worth. So we're going to help you figure that out. We're also going to show you how to build specific pages in your business that will drum up a bunch of sales for you. So give you these are landing pages. We're going to actually give you the landing page templates that you need to do this. We're also going to tell you what you need to send in your emails and say on social during a sale. Guys, one of the most awesome breakthroughs that we're going to be sharing with you. I said breakthroughs. One of the most awesome things that we're going to be sharing with you as part of Design to Sell is this vault of like things to say on social. It's like a Google sheet, and it's like digital product, physical product, etc. Of what you can say on social media. How cool is that? And then I'm also going to show you the proven framework that we have used for years and years and years and years to help our clients, write emails for their sales. Okay, next up is the swipe and go module. So I'm going to go through these really, really quickly. These are super, super fun. Swipe and go means that anytime that you are launching something new, and designers, listen up, this is going to help you a ton not to have to reinvent the wheel every single time that you have a client that wants this kind of stuff done. We're giving you the ready, done for you resources. Okay, so we're going to give you a sales copy template, wireframe of a sales page, how to get testimonials for your product, the key mock-ups that sell, or the key to making mock-ups that sell, because you definitely need mock-ups for your digital products, how to design your checkout experiences, how to deliver your digital product, emails to send during your launch, and then what to post during your launch. Then swipe and go for our selling a physical product module is writing your product descriptions, getting reviews, your product photo must-haves, your product page wireframes, which again, Brittany is a whiz at e-commerce. She knows what's up. We are making these wireframes done for you so that you have a cheat sheet of knowing exactly what we need. And if you're somebody who's like, oh, I'm on Shopify, I can't customize my experience, then stick around for a second. Okay, designing your checkout experience, product delivery updates to send, because obviously you want people to feel like, hey, there's a party happening, I'm getting something. And then designing product ads, which again, Brittany is a freaking wizard at e-commerce ads. And honestly, if there's any, I know that ads have been kind of a dumpster fire lately for sure. And I will tell you that e-commerce is probably the one place that it's still worth it to run them. So there's that. Okay. Next up, and then also what to post about your product. Then swipe and go series for your selling services, for when you're selling services. So again, your designers, listen up. We do have a track for you too, okay? So discovering your USP, your unique selling proposition as a service provider. What makes you special? Why do people come to you? We're also going to give you a wireframe for your service offering. We're going to talk about your portfolio must-haves, how to get great testimonials, how to create inquiry forms that actually convert, how to create client portals, where to get clients, wait lists, and booking out. We're going to talk about that. And what you can post on social media during a lull. We all have them, okay? Swipe and go templates now for selling events. We have Oh, these are the wrong ones, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, so PS for selling events, I'm just going to go over it on here. We're going to talk about how to sell your event experience, the register pages that you need, how to actually sell your guests, and also making the need to knows prominent and overcoming objections. That's what we're going to go over during selling events. And we're going to talk about how you can promote your event, which I know is also super, super important because you got to get people there, especially right now, right? Okay, next we're going to talk about SEO power. So we're done with the swipe and goes. These are kind of more back to teachies. Honestly, the swipe and go files, if you are like, hey, I'm creating a physical product right now, I don't really need to sell an event, you can skip that. Totally cool. But you will have the tools in your tool belt to be able to go back to that content at any time. Anytime that you're like, oh, you know, we sell these physical products, but we're doing this event over here. Well, then boom, it's done for you. You don't have to reinvent the wheel or YouTube forever or like try to figure it out. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about SEO power. So we're going to go over SEO basics. Like I said, guys, Google is the future. That is the way that you are going to get traffic to your site. So you have got to keep up with this to keep your online business going. Okay. We're going to talk about owning your own SEO space, how important that is, how important your website actually is. We're going to teach you how to do proper keyword research, the stuff we didn't have time to go into today. Also, we're going to help you with tools to create content and SEO for you. We kind of went over that today. And then how to signal to Google that you actually care, because Google cares if you care, and you have to send it the signals that say, hey, I've optimized my website. Please send people my way. Okay. And then last but not least, this is my favorite module. It's called Sexy Data. Okay. And guys, if you're having any breakthroughs, please let me know. I'm super pumped. Okay. Sexy Data. Basically, we're going to teach you the strategic approach to planning your sales goals. Guys, before I learned how to interpret data in my business, I would, we'd drum up these sales, we'd come up with these things, and we'd realize nobody wants this stuff. Okay. And that was a problem. I remember one time, Brittany and I and Travis, the very beginning of Weeknet Websites, like 3 years ago, we were like, we are going to run an ad and we are going to immediately have thousands of people opt in, and then we're going to sell 61 of these and we're going to make this many thousands of dollars. We were so confident because we learned everything. We learned about, how to create an opt-in form. We learned about how to create a Facebook ad. But without the data and without having the tools to read the data and actually knowing like, oh, I can look at this and say, my problem is here. This is what's happening. Then you're never going to be able to be strategic, right? And so this module is so incredibly important. So we're going to teach you how to be strategic in your business, what metrics actually matter, what's good and what's not when it comes to metrics. So like, what's a good email open rate? What's a good conversion rate? We're going to help you use data to identify problem points. If something isn't working in your business and you don't know why, this is worth the entire price of your course admission. Using data to share your results. So, like that data that we have from Brittany, how she takes e-commerce entrepreneurs from $1,000 to $3,000 to $12,000. That is proven from, working with her. And then using data to sell your product. For instance, the data of the fact that 75% of people will not buy from a business that doesn't have a good website. Your website needs credibility. That's data. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about bonuses. These are super, super, super fun. Thank you so much for sticking with me. We're going to be done. We're going to answer questions, get into giveaway time very, very soon. So your bonuses, first of all, you're going to get a hot list of packaging templates and designers, people that we recommend for, and templates that we recommend for actually packaging your physical products, because packaging is everything. Brittany's going to talk a lot about this. The product post vault. So this is that vault we talked about. That's that Google sheet with like all the things that you need to say on social, depending on the thing that you're selling. We're also going to give you a generational design guide. So guys, I know that I went through and gave you the statistics about what, you know, people like and don't like from different generations, but we're actually going to give you the fonts and the colors and photo examples of what's working for every single generational archetype. We're also going to give you our hot list of sales page templates that we love. We do have a sales page template at Weekend website that I definitely recommend. But if you are on another platform, like let's say you're a Squarespacer that's with us today, or you know, someone coming from somewhere else, we're going to give you all the templates that we personally love by designers that we love and we think are up to snuff. Okay. We're also going to give you our hot list of Shopify themes. So these are the themes that we have used and tried and tested. And honestly, these are the themes that I've seen turn, you know, I had a business last year I worked with that they went from about $2,000 in sales a month to $25,000 in sales a month after switching them to Shopify. So I'm a big fan of Shopify. That's why we have an integration for it over at Weekend website. I'm going to show you exactly what template we like to use to create results like those. And then also a product survey template so you can tell, hey, what's working, what's not, confidently ask people for their input. And then our organic strategies guide. So again, what's working in 2021 and the guide to continuing to do that. Oh my gosh, that's so many things. I know, we're crazy, but because you are here, guys, this is insane, okay? We have a couple options for you. So here's what you're going to walk away with, all right? You're going to walk away with the strategies and tools to be strategic with your sales and design. You're going to walk away with done-for-you resources to make launching products faster. You're going to get clear on your messaging and build a trust-building brand. And you're going to learn the traffic strategies that are working now. So stuff like what we went through today, you're going to get more of that goodness. Okay, so we have 2 bundles of this, okay? So first of all, I know we have lots of business owners here today. If you are a business owner, we think it is paramount that you have a good website, that your website is complete, and that your website has been done strategically. So we are including, if you sign up for Design to Sell today, we are including our website completion kit course. It is our course that is proven to help you create a website in 48 hours or less. It is a stop and go course and it is worth $497. We have sold a bunch of these and people love the WCK. So if you've been eyeing the WCK, if you sign up for this track today, if you sign up for Design to Sell today, you are getting this thrown in for an incredible value, and we are including the content kit. So if you love the template that we sent you if you love the template that we sent you for, you know, what to say in your emails, then the content kit is also going to be included. This has sales page it has your about page formula. It has like all the copy stuff that you need to actually fill out your website. If you're like, I don't even know what goes on my website, boom, you need this content kit. Okay, so this is a $2,477 value, okay? We're including the curriculum, all of the templates, all the swipe and go files. We're including the website completion kit, the content kit, okay? But today, if you are a business owner, and designers, I'm about to get to you next, hold on. Your investment today is $897. Normally, Design to Sell is going to be sold at $997, but today you're getting it for $897 because you're getting in early and because you're a boot camper, and we love our boot campers. So we have the link to you for you in the chat. We also have a designer bundle because I know that a lot of you guys are designers who are like, I really want to learn how to do this stuff, how to sell, how to be a conversion-driven designer and not just someone who makes websites pretty, but I actually make websites that work and websites that sell. And I want to prove to my clients that I am a valuable investment because investing in me means investing in their sales future. And there is a strategic way to design your stuff, okay? So for my designers, you will get Design to Sell today. And you'll also get our CSS course, okay? We surveyed a lot of our designers and you guys you already know how to complete your website. So you don't need the website completion kit, but we have a CSS CSS course that you guys have been asking for forever, and it is almost here, guys. So we are in pre-launch for our CSS course, but you will get it for free if you sign up for a designer bundle today. And you'll also be Design to Sell certified. So, when you go through this training, you'll actually get a certificate of completion that you can, show your clients. You can add that on your website that I am Design to Sell certified, okay? You're also going to get the content kit. So, this is something you can even repurpose this content and give it to your clients as an added value. And honestly, guys, designers, how many of you know that so many website projects get held up by waiting on content? Give your clients a cheat sheet, give them the content kit materials so that you have it ready to go so that you can actually do one of those fast 5-day or 3-day processes like you want to, okay? So this is a $2,277 value because the CSS kit, the CSS course isn't quite as much as the website completion kit. Your investment today as a designer is $597. We also have payment plans, guys. So if you are a business owner and you're like, I cannot drop $897 today, then you can actually pay in 4 payments of $229. That option is available to you. If you are that was business owner. If you are a designer, you can pay in 3 payments of $229, and those are monthly payments. So we do have payment plans available. I am so pumped about that. And that is something that we have no problem offering you guys. So how you actually sign up, you'll click the link, you'll get immediate access to the content kit, and if you are a business owner that's getting the website completion kit, you'll also get immediate access to the WCK. Modules 1 through 4 of Design to Sell drop November 15th. So Design to Sell doesn't start quite yet. They are dropping November 15th. That's when you'll get access, but you have got to register in the next 48 hours to get these bonuses, okay? So the clock is ticking. You need to register by Friday at 11:59 p.m. CST to get either the CSS course if you're a designer, or to get the website completion kit if you are a business owner, okay? Super, super important. These bonuses are only available to you guys. Okay, so I want you to know that we believe in this training, okay? So we know that you are going to love Design to Sell. We know that it is going to give you so many breakthroughs, but if you have any issues at all, we do have a 14-day money-back guarantee. I will say, though, that this is made for action takers, so we really need to see evidence that you tried to complete the course content, that you tried to take action, okay? That's all we ask of you, because we have lots of digital resources, and honestly, we believe in you, but we don't want everybody to download stuff and bounce, right? So there's that. Okay. So your alternatives to getting Design to Sell: you could shell out thousands trying to figure out what works. Should be out, not touch. Sorry about that. You can waste hours of YouTube and still have to piece it all together. Oh my gosh, how many of us have been that? You can, pay hundreds of dollars for a template or pieces of templates that only solve one piece of the puzzle. You can let your website sit idle and keep being a money suck instead of a money generator. And you can just wait even longer to grow your business if you want to keep procrastinating. But if you join in the next 48 hours, then you get all the goodies. Again, website completion kit if you're a business owner, or the CSS kit, CSS course if you are a designer. The CSS course, by the way, is being launched at the end of November. You definitely want to stick around for it, though. Super, super fun. And you want it for free. Trust me. It's going to be so amazing. Okay. I am now going to go ahead and ask any questions. See if you guys have any questions. I know there was so much information, but I also just want to throw in there, if anyone's on the fence right now and you're like, I think this would be awesome for me, but I'm not sure. So again, I've been doing this for 10 years. Brittany's been doing it for 12. How many sales will pay off the price of your admission? I mean, if our friend who made literally 2 sales yesterday of a $30 product, if, you know, he was getting the designer bundle, for instance, he would only need, hold on, that's 2 $30 products. Sorry, I'm not like always the best of this, like 20 sales to pay off the price of his admission. Okay. So I just want to affirm you, like, I had to pay to gain the knowledge that I have. And this stuff takes work, but it was made a lot easier by those investments. This investment was an investment, like paying to learn to sell was an investment in myself, was an investment of myself as a designer, as an entrepreneur, and it has helped me in almost every facet of my life, okay? So I would encourage you, like, if you have questions, please let us know, but don't hold back because you are afraid, okay? Like, if you have a reasonable question, then totally drop it in the chat. But like, if you're feeling pulled to this, if you're feeling called to this, then I would say go for it, because how much is it going to add to your life if you learn to sell? It is so incredibly important. And to be a designer who also knows how to position your products correctly, then you're not going to be like second guessing what it is that's not working on your site, right? Or not working about your business online. So I just highly, 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 if you are in the online business game, to get into Design to Sell. It's going to be amazing. Okay. And again, that course, it drops on November 15th. But if you buy in now, you get it. Again, it's valued at $9.97. Like just the curriculum is $9.97. And then we have all the templates. They're all on the sales page. So take a look at that. But you only get those extra freebies for free, the WCK or the CSS course for free, if you get in before Friday at 11:59 p.m. CST. Okay. All right, I'm going to go through some questions here, and please let me know if you have any more questions at all. And we should actually have the chat open on those pages too. So feel free to, chat with our team members about that. I'm going to get into questions, and then I'm also going to get into our giveaway, okay? We're almost there, guys. Thank you so much for letting me go a little bit over. I'm so excited to tell you about this. Okay. I'd love to hear more about how Weeknight can help me offer member credits with each purchase to my customers via widgets and plugins, etc. Great question. I don't really understand this question. So if you want to clarify a little bit, that'd be great. I'm trying to figure out, so just let me know. And maybe this might be a good little Facebook group question too, if you want to pop that into the Weeknight Warriors Facebook group. Happy to answer that. But yeah, I'd love to kind of hear more context around that. Okay. Landing page is so important. Breakthrough. I love how you're addressing the old way and the new way of traffic and how Facebook is one big dumpster fire lately. I know. Okay. Breakthrough. As a member, I can create landing pages. Heck yeah, you can. Christina, yes, you will get the replay. We weren't planning on posting the slides, but maybe we will. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Breakthrough. Jarvis is cool. Oh, I know. Jarvis is so cool. Let's see. Question. Can music without lyrics be transcribed for editing? Oh, great question. I do not think so. Really for a bot to read transcription, it needs to recognize language. So unfortunately, I think you're on your own there. But, I would recommend just downloading, like, if you want to do some cool, here's the problem with, it's not really a problem, but here's the thing about your question. It's not really going to benefit you traffic wise unless you optimize your descriptions to have videos that are just like lyricless loops. You can definitely optimize the descriptions for those videos, but it's not like searchable to just have that kind of content and transcribe that content, because it just can't be transcribed. I hope that makes sense to you. But you can use Jarvis or another tool to be like ethereal, I don't know, jellyfish tank music, and have images of jellyfish swimming by or something. Okay. Being connected here has been the best thing I could have ever done. That's amazing, John. Heck freaking yeah. I'm gonna screenshot that one. That's a good one. Thank you for saying that. Okay, breakthrough. Understanding the validation process / phase. Yeah, it's so incredibly important. So incredibly important. Okay, well, I don't see any more questions yet, so we are going to get into giveaway time. Guys, if you have any questions, please hit us up, info@weeknetwebsite.com, about design to sell. Also, feel free to post them in the Facebook group. Our little pop-up Facebook group for our boot campers is only going to be open until next Friday. Also, just letting you know too, Design to Sell as a system is only going to be open for enrollment until next Friday, November 12th. The thing is that the bonuses are expiring this Friday, okay? So you want to get in by this Friday. If you are like, I can't make the commitment before this Friday, you'll still be able to get in next week, but you lose the bonuses. So we really want you to grab those. Okay. Breakthrough giveaway time. Let's see here what we got. I'm going to search for hashtag breakthrough in my chat. And again, today is a good one. It is a $50 Creative Market gift card. We're just going to sing la 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 la. Oh no, it's a kid's song. Sorry, I have a 1-year-old, almost 1-year-old. And you. Let's see who you are. So actually I'm using this little software that doesn't tell me who you are, and I want to make sure that I have your name right. It just says Facebook user. So let's check out who won our gift card today. La 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 la. We're at that point in the broadcast when my computer is like, I'm done. I have had it. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I don't actually see this one, so I'm sorry. I'm going to have to choose a YouTube one. Oh. I'm so sorry. Someone was saying Jarvis is cool. Okay. Okay, we have our next winner. I'm sorry about that, guys. For some reason, it's not showing me this comment, so I can't give away to the original winner. So we have to pick a new one. Our new winner is John. John, you were just up here, and I'm not picking you just because currently you're my favorite person ever for the comment about this being a great thing for you, but you win our $50 Creative Market gift card. So thank you so much. Please email info@weeknetwebsite.com to redeem your prize, and we will send that your way. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you have any more questions about Design to Sell, please hit us up in the chat. I have a new comment. Yay! Please hit us up in the chat, and please let us know. We are more than happy to answer your questions. I hope that Bootcamp was amazing for you. I hope Bootcamp was amazing for you. I certainly had a great time, and I appreciate you being here. I hope that you rock it with your websites. If you have any more questions about your websites or you want any feedback, please hit us up in the Facebook group. Thanks so much, guys. Join Design to Sell. It's a smart decision.